Good morning, Richard.
Good morning, Sinclair.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
What time is it?
It's 6 a.m.
Okay, so we're a bit later than normal.
Yeah. I wrote down on a paper things we should say before and after an episode, like you hear in those professional podcasts.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah, but I don't know where the paper is.
Good.
So today we're gonna talk about the Boogeyman. So I actually read about the Boogeyman. Well, I know about the Boogeyman.
Yeah.
Because, like, movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But I also read his Wikipedia page. He seems like a nice guy.
Well, there's a lot of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, every, country and stuff has their own Boogeyman.
Yes.
What's the Australian Boogeyman? Okay, well, first of all, what's a Boogeyman, Richard?
Boogeyman is a very broad, I guess, concept. It's just a common thing you find in a whole lot of cultures. That there is some monster outside in the dark. They tell it to children and they say, if you don't behave yourself and you don't, stay indoors and you don't make too much noise, the Boogeyman will get you. If you, I'm looking at the Wikipedia thing now and it's mentioning, they just target a specific kind of mischief. So the idea that, if a kid won't stop sucking their thumb, you say the Boogeyman will get you. They don't go to bed on time, you say the Boogeyman will get you.
What will the Boogeyman do?
Well, it depends on the Boogeyman.
Yeah.
And this is one of the problems with this as a subject, because it completely changes depending on where you are. So, when we were talking about the Boogeyman punishing mischief, and the idea that there's a Boogeyman that punishes children that suck their thumbs, there's a specific one called the long-legged scissor man, where if kids suck their thumbs, then the scissor man comes and cuts their thumbs off with his scissors.
That's a pretty intense punishment for sucking your thumb.
Yeah, why would you care? That's such a petty thing to invoke a supernatural creature over.
Yeah. Like Edward Scissorhands shows up at your house, like, what do you want? And you're like, cut off my kid's thumb? No, you'd look stupid. I'll have to ask Nick if that's legal. Like, if the Boogeyman shows up to cut off your kid's thumb, is he going to be arrested?
Well, he might be arrested for just carrying the scissors around to begin with. They might need a license or something. Yeah, it's like how you can't carry, knives over a certain size on train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm imagining the scissors would be pretty big. It wouldn't be like...
Yeah, they're quite big. I can send you a picture.
Oh, let me see. Oh my goodness. So, this is pretty funny, because the Boogeyman does not look at all terrifying. It's just the fact that he has a weapon that makes him scary.
There was a stage play of that, the book that's from a book called Straw Peter. It's a series of horrifying poems about terrible things happening to small children. And there was a play put on, starring as the Scissor Man, the guy who plays Davros in the new Doctor Who stories.
Who's Davros again?
You know, the leader of the Daleks, the guy who's the bottom half of a Dalek and the top half of a person.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. He is the Scissor Man. Hang on, I found a picture of him. He's a very good Scissor Man.
Oh, wow. Okay, this looks much more terrifying than the picture sent me before.
Yeah. It doesn't address the core issue of, why the fuck do you care so much about kids sucking their thumbs that you're going to go around mutilating them with a giant pair of shears?
I don't know.
Another kind of Boogeyman is a guy who carries a sack on his back, and he kidnaps children.
You reminded me because I forgot. And when I was reading through the Wikipedia page, I saw that and I was like, oh my god, Sackman from Bloodborne.
Yep, I thought that went, and that's a tenuous connection.
Mm.
I feel like we need to start doing a tenuous connection counter. Where just every time we go slightly off topic, there's like a tenuous way to bring it back to Bloodborne on some way, on like some level. And we should be rewarded for that.
Is our reward not getting our thumbs cut off?
Oh, well, if we had our thumbs cut off, we couldn't play Bloodborne anymore.
So,
And hang on, because Derasine uses the PS Move.
mm-hmm.
You could probably play that without thumbs, because it's just got the one button on each control. So maybe this is how I'm going to get out of playing Sekiro. It's weird that there isn't a new modern boogeyman that cuts the thumbs off kids who won't stop playing Fortnite or something.
Oh my god. I think you got a movie idea right there.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen worse. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been involved in the production of work.
And that's actually not a joke.
It's not a joke, yeah. I've been involved in the production of movies I haven't been allowed to watch because the director was so embarrassed how they turned out that they wouldn't show them to anyone.
Oh my god. I wonder if we can find those movies and stream them on YouTube.
Well, I'm friends with several people who like also hated the directors, so we may be able to get them to help us out of spite.
There we go. That's going to be another podcast. It's
right.
going to be a visual podcast.
Or video, as they're otherwise known.
Oh, so in Quebec, there's a guy called Le Bonhomme 7 heures, which means the 7 o'clock man.
Right.
Now, I've never heard of it, but I asked my boyfriend when we were at his mom's place, and I'm like, have you ever heard of Bonhomme 7 heures? And he's like, of course I've heard of Bonhomme 7 heures. And his mom was like, of course we know, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny. He's like, yeah, I would sometimes like, it would be like, go to sleep, or, you know, the Bonhomme 7 heures is going to come get you.
At 7? It's still light outside at 7.
My boyfriend's mom's explanation was that, like, kids need a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
When they're young.
So we need to terrify them.
Yes. Terrify them into going to sleep. Or maybe because they shouldn't be going outside, because dark?
Yeah.
I don't know. The more we look at it, the less logical it gets.
Yeah, we're really sticking it to folklore.
What's the Australian version?
Well, the Australian version, like, there's not a boogeyman equivalent, but there's other things that like steal children. So there's a thing called the Yaramayahu. That's like a cross between a frog and a koala. It's like a little it's like a red furry thing, but it's got sticky feet like a frog, and it sits in trees.
Uh-huh.
And then if it sees children running around at night, it hops out of the tree and swallows them. And it's like, they just stay in its stomach, and then it vomits them out again.
And then?
Well, every time it vomits you out, you get a little bit shorter. And you sort of start gradually turning into one of them.
Oh my god!
So if you've been swallowed and regurgitated too many times, you just become one of these things.
Do they have a movie or a video game?
No.
They should. That would be an awesome mechanic.
Yeah.
Like, eventually you turn into one of them. It's kind of like the Fair Lady, right? You can get like a parasite egg from her or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Oh, but the thing about the Yaramayahu is that it's only meant to come out during the day. for some reason, not at night. I don't know why that works.
Oh, well, it sleeps at night.
Yeah, it's just sensible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if I don't go to sleep at 7, the 7 o'clock man's gonna come and get me.
There's also the drop bear, but that's not really a folkloric thing. It's like a thing that we invented to screw with people. So the drop bear is a thing that we tell tourists to psych them out, which is that there's another species, like a subspecies of koala that's enormous and has huge fangs and huge claws, and it waits in trees, and if you walk underneath it, it drops down and just like murders you.
Yeah, you told me about that when we first started talking, and I thought it was real.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, we did make it up, and then I said, but also maybe I'm making that up, and you'll never know that if the drop bear is real or not until it's too late.
And this is why I bully Richard, because when we started talking, he terrified me.
Yeah. What does Russia have?
Apparently they have the Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I never found her particularly terrifying.
Doesn't she eat people?
Well, no, because I only saw her in cartoons.
Right.
So it's like, it's not very intimidating in cartoons. And yeah, like, we talked about this in the first podcast, where you told the story that I forgot and then remembered. So I'm sure I heard some, like, terrifying stories about her as a kid, but I probably forgot right away.
Good.
I'm looking this up. Let me see.
Is there a boogeyman that comes for people who don't think podcasts through and they drag on? It's like the 4-hour Audacity file man.
Well, have we ever had a 4-hour podcast?
I don't think we've had a single 4-hour podcast, but we have recorded for like 7 hours at a time, a couple of times.
Yeah, but that doesn't count, Richard. I think our aim should be a full 4-hour podcast.
What would that be about?
I don't know.
Good. If the purpose of this is to send people to sleep, it'll probably work.
Yeah. Well, that's the point, right? It's like there's no screaming,
To
there's no
you-
conflict. It's just what do you mean to me?
Well, the point to you, I don't understand what the point is personally.
You know what? I'm getting really close to banging a hand on my table,
Okay.
which would defeat the purpose of this podcast, Richie.
It's gonna be like,
Better shut the fuck up and let people sleep, Richie.
you're like the Hulk. You're just like trying to keep the beast under control.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, have you ever met the Boogeyman?
Not that I'm aware of, but I have run into a lot of creepy men, some of whom have been carrying sacks. So it's possible they were the boogeyman.
Why? When? Why?
Well,
How?
Well, because I've just like actually a lot of the time I go out to after 7, so I can't guarantee I haven't seen the 7 o'clock man.
The 7 o'clock man sounds like a monster that just goes to the bar after work.
Yeah.
Like happy hour, 7 o'clock man.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound very threatening.
No.
What does the 7 o'clock man drink?
Maybe he drinks the blood of children who are out at the ridiculous hour of 7 p.m.
Let's see what Greece has for a boogeyman. In Greek, the common translation of boogeyman is baboulas, which is pronounced babulas.
Well, excuse me, the translation, as we
Yeah.
know, all Greek folklore was originally written in English.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm gonna go correct that on Wikipedia as we speak.
You had better.
It's used by parents to scare their children so they won't misbehave, comma, probably. What?
Don't say that!
Yes, it literally says that.
Probably. This creature is supposed to be some kind of cannibal that eats children. That's what this does. Yeah, someone just. This is really casually written.
Continue.
Well, they say the boogeyman will come and eat you. And, like, I think. I have a horrible feeling you want to read through all of these. And I'm going to say now they're all likely to be remarkably similar, which is that if children go out too late at night, something comes to eat them.
Yeah.
See, Australia's not even listed.
I know.
Yeah, because what we have is the Yaramayoko.
Okay, let's see. Japan. So in Japan, there's the Namahage,
Yeah,
and they are demons that warn children not to be lazy or cry.
yeah.
Wow, that's different. It's like the demon of hard work. During the Namahage Seido Matsuri, or Demon Mask Festival, when villagers don demon masks and pretend to be these spirits.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, I feel like this boogeyman is like the responsible boogeyman. It's like, please don't be lazy. Please don't cry at night. Your parents only have like 5 hours of sleep. It's like, when like a baby's just born, like it cries a lot.
This is now Boogeyman reviews. You're like
Yes.
finding boogeymen from different cultures.
Yeah. I feel like this is a good guy boogeyman. It's more like a nanny. It's like Mary Poppins.
So this is like kids react to boogeymen real.
Oh, when I was a baby, apparently I didn't cry a lot or at all.
Yeah.
Like, so my mom would like have to, like, she would come in the room and like watch me, like, is my baby alive? And she would like try to hear if I'm still breathing, and I was, right?
Yeah.
And I guess she would do that quite often when I was like a baby, because it carried over to me being an adult. Because back when I still lived with my parents, right? Sometimes I would just take a nap, and then I would like open my eyes and I would see my mom intensely staring at me. And I'd be like, "What's up, mom?" And she's like, "Oh, just want to make sure you're alive. Okay, bye."
Good. The more I find out about your upbringing, the more sense you sort of make.
Well, I think it's very considerate. Is my kid taking a nap or is she dead? Let me find out.
I can imagine you doing that.
Oh, there are Boogeyman movies. Okay, let's see. Movies about the Boogeyman on IMDb.
I feel like I'm gradually fusing with the chair. Like the like the skeleton thing from Alien. People will just find me in thousands of years merged into this chair talking to you because this Days of Our Lives discussion will never end.
Okay, so movies about the Boogeyman. There's Sinister from 2012. Have you seen it?
No, and I'm gonna say I probably haven't seen any of these.
How do you know which ones I'm looking at?
Because I don't think I've seen any movies about the Boogeyman at any point in my life.
Okay, well, we'll just consult the list. So I've seen Sinister. It was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was about the Boogeyman, but I guess it makes sense. Or maybe I just don't remember.
Yeah.
What about The Boogeyman from 1980?
No.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. But it says here, through the reflection in the mirror, a girl witnesses her mother's boyfriend's murder. Oh, what about Nightmare Before Christmas?
I've never seen that.
What?
I know.
Oh my god. Well, you should.
Alright. I know. I should. I just haven't yet.
Do you know what it's about?
Yes.
It's with Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington, king of Halloween Town, discovers Christmas Town, but his attempts to bring Christmas to his home causes confusion.
I didn't think it was about the boogeyman. Is he supposed to be the boogeyman? Oh no,
He's in it?
there's a character that's called Boogie that's in it.
Yeah, he's like a sack.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, a sack? Is he the sack that the Sackmen use in Bloodborne?
Next one, Rise of the Guardians.
I haven't seen that.
I found the same list as you. Okay, I've never seen that. I've also never seen the Babadook. I know I'm supposed to, but I haven't.
I've seen it. I've seen the Babadook.
Okay.
It's pretty.
How would you
it's
rate?
like deep. I would rate it like a solid 8 out of 10. But I like.
No, but how would you rate the Babadook itself in comparison to other boogeymen?
Oh yeah, it was really creepy.
Yeah.
It was very, very creepy. I really appreciated it. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then we have Boogeyman brackets 2005.
Never heard of it. It looks creepy. The cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh my god, we need to do a podcast on Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, except the new one. I hated the new one.
I haven't seen that one.
Don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't Look Under the Bed. 1999 TV movie.
Okay, I don't think we've seen any of these after Nightmare on Elm Street.
Don't raise your voice. They're sleepy. The Boogeyman, 1982.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's by Stephen King.
I also haven't seen Jake and Jules vs. the Boogeyman or Child Eater.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I just checked the timer. This is only 35 minutes long. It feels like it's been going for hours.
That means we're doing good because it's supposed to be so boring. People just go to sleep while listening to this.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's I don't know, that's about it about the Boogeyman since Richard doesn't want to read out every single Boogeyman on the Wikipedia page.
We haven't seen them.
Who? I'm already past the movies, Richie. I moved on with life. I moved on back to the Wikipedia page and I'm looking at all these Boogeymen.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Oh, in the United States. Okay, let's look at the Boogeyman in the United States. So, there's the Jersey Devil.
Is the Jersey Devil a boogeyman? I don't think it is.
What's the Jersey Devil?
No, I know about the Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil is people reported hearing and seeing this strange monster in New Jersey in the early 18th century. And they could hear it making this horrible, like, shrieking noise, and they would look and they would see what they described as basically a like a bird with a horse's head.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like sort of attempted accurate drawings of it that really freaked me out as a kid. Hang on. I remember seeing it and being like, Jesus, yeah, this thing. Yeah.
He looks pretty friendly. He's like a smiling gargoyle.
This really frightened me as a child. I think because it looked slightly too realistic.
Okay, let me... What?
Yeah, that's
the
me.
one I think he looks friendly. Yeah. He's smiling. He's like, hey, what's up?
Do you wanna know what the currently accepted theory behind it is?
What?
Hang on, I'll find it. It was one of these.
This is more frightening than the actual drawing.
Because it's called the sandhill crane. It's a species of bird that live around the area. And they have a very distinctive, like, sort of howling, whooping call that they make.
Oh, well, Boogeyman mystery solved.
People saw the sandhill cranes at night and they could hear them making a noise, and in the dark, they mistook them for the Jersey Devil.
It looks like the Jersey Devil has a little top hat on. Like, do you see it?
That's its ear.
No, it's a little top hat. And him and the 7 o'clock man are getting ready to go out.
Yeah?
Yeah, after a hard day's work, scaring children. Gotta chill out.
See, I don't think the Jersey Devil counts as a boogeyman.
What does it even do?
Well, because the boogeymen that we've talked about, they find children who are out too late. Whereas the Jersey Devil was just a weird thing people reported.
Oh my god, no! Richie?
Yeah.
It says here that the boogeyman was used by developers as a figure to frighten residents into selling their property at lower prices.
Oh my god! I did not know that.
Look! It was part of an elaborate real estate hoax. It's like the boogeyman of today.
Oh, that's a Lauren Coleman thing. I have books by him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like the Jersey Devil deserves its own podcast.
I think we've pretty much covered it.
Okay, wait. Have you heard of Bloody Bones?
No.
I've never heard.
I still question the inclusion of the Jersey Devil in this list.
Well, listen. Anyone can add it to Wikipedia.
Because it has nothing to do with children. I know. Do you want to get into a Wikipedia editing war over the inclusion of the Jersey Devil? Because I...
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so in China, like, there's it's called Uwu or something, but it's spelled like that chibi face a little bit. And then is usually described as a witch or a scary woman who kidnaps children who misbehave. It is popular among southern regions of China and places like Hong Kong. The origin of the term is a pronoun for monster, and it is widely used as a synonym for ugly. Oh,
Aww.
that's mean. Yeah. You know, I feel like she's doing parents a favor. It's like your kids misbehave. Well, it's okay. I'll get them off your hands. Don't worry. She's like a super nanny. Yeah. Okay, I guess this is it for Boogeyman.
So, are you going to leave all of the Days of Our Lives stuff in there?
Probably not, since we only need like 20 minutes.
Good.
Maybe I can put it on Patreon.
Good. Jesus.
Yeah, because I have been putting good content on the highest tier. I put like 2 good things, so it's time to fill it up with crap again.
Yeah.
We don't want people to get the wrong idea, you know?
Yeah, it's like Prometheus only having special features on Blu-ray.
So, do we do outros for these things? I can't remember.
Do we apologize?
Alright, well, I hope everybody's asleep. Yeah. Should we end with making sounds of the ocean or something?